Hello, y'all, and welcome once again to another great game. Here today, we have the Florida Gators versus the Mississippi Bulldogs, Mississippi State Bulldogs, and I believe right here we're gonna have a great one happening right here today with these two fabulous players. As I also have me, Joker, and Masopes all in the booth. Joker.
Hello, hello.
All right, and Masopes.
Hey.
Yeah.
And today, today, I wanted to know what do we possibly think about these two players, and what do they have in store for both of us today in the broadcast.
Okay, I guess I'll tackle this one first.
Yeah.
Top five opponent, based on the committee power rankings this week, Pablo is, I believe, ranked number 2. Hail State is ranked 15th. So we'll see how Hail State can gain a lot of spots in the committee rankings, jump into the top 10, and Pablo, 3-0, I believe, as well, can drop maybe to 8, 9, maybe 10, just to see how everyone else does this week. One of the final user games, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I think there's a big shot here for Mississippi State to beat a really good opponent by the committee, and it would really help him after his CPU loss to Arizona State. So he's got a tough schedule though. So he's got a couple more games. I think Florida's also got a couple tough games coming up. So this is a big game to kind of set the tone for the rest of the season. I would say Florida, you're looking to stay undefeated, continue rolling. Mississippi State, I mean, if you lose this game, you got to start thinking then if you lose this game, can I even make the college football playoff? So you really don't want to be in that situation. You already have one loss. So it's a big game for Mississippi State, really more than Florida, but nonetheless, we'll see a good battle today. And I'm not sure what we're doing here besides just checking out the jerseys. Maybe we can get a kickoff here soon.
Yeah, you guys can ready up. We'll start transitioning just to, kind of showcase the schedule for both teams. After this matchup, Hail State will play Mason on the road, number 1 seeded Georgia. They play Arkansas, I believe they're in Division I as well, Tennessee, all on the road, and then Ole Miss to round out their season. Florida, they play Tennessee, they play Kentucky, they play Georgia, Ole Miss, and Florida State. So as the season continues, both users will have to play more than, I believe, 4 users to complete the season.
Yeah, and I mean that's what you want to see out of some of these players. Some of these players want to have more users instead of playing just CPUs, and I mean they got what they wanted. So let's see what they can possibly give us at the end of these seasons. What I do know is that you have to worry about each game week by week, and right now you're playing against Florida, and Florida right now you're playing against Mississippi. So you have to worry about this game, and what you can do here is kickoff is already in store for us, and now we go into the first play of the game. 2 of these players, they are good. They do have 2 different play styles, so we are expecting a lot out of these 2, but might be a couple mistakes, might not. Happens, it don't. Here we go, as we already see the stadium post already clocking in as he runs the ball for the first play, and it will only be a gain of 3 right here. I mean, Joker, when you first go into a game, what do you first want to do? Do you run the ball, pass it, or do you just want to establish something to build off of?
Yeah, I feel like the normal thing to do is run the football. I feel like that's what 85% of the players do. It's a smart play there to gain the first down.
No. There we go. And that was a good play right there, what Joker just said. And, I mean, right here, that's what you want. You want to make sure, since you got the ball first, and since Hail State gets the ball back in the second half, you want to make sure that you can score and keep up with this team as much as possible. Remember,
wide open. One man to beat. Oh, he's trying. Here we go.
Already trying to Oh.
This is gonna be good. Here we go.
Here we go, runs the ball once again all the way to the right, cuts back in, middle space wide open, that will be a first down and more. Hurry up play right here.
Tempo.
Yup, as this is ranked 25th toughest place, people don't agree with that, but here we go, hike the ball, and that will be, almost a pick! Second down and 10 at the 18 right now for Florida. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I was gonna say really dangerous. Could have been a pick six, if we're being honest, and really changed this game upside down.
Yeah, for the big boy right there. Here we go once again. Out of an empty, throws it away. 3rd and 10. What can you possibly do here? You haven't gained any yards to try to see if you could run the ball a bit. Right here, you have a better offensive line versus this defensive line right here. But once again, right out in that empty set. Let's see what he can do. Steps back to pass. Rolls out to the right. Throws it away again. Yup, and once again, after letting Florida drive down the field, they will they will kick this field goal from the 18. It is
not an easy field goal at all.
Yeah, not easy. I'm about to say punt, but here we go once again. Up there, and that's up for 3. Score right now 3-0 is now Mississippi going to be able to get this ball and try to see if they can go up by 4 or tie the game right here with a field goal. Still the first quarter with 3 minutes and 54 seconds left. Already a good one. So let's see what Mississippi can give us right here as they come out for their first drive. There's going to be a motion to the right, all the way to the left. As this was an RPO, and it's going, big ankle breaker right there for the 2nd down and 7. 3 yards gained on that play.
Yeah, if you're Hales today, you saw Florida kind of move down the field pretty well, then got the stop there. They didn't even gain a yard. What can you do to improvise to get down this field?
Here we go, tight end. He's fighting. And once again, down to the 3rd and 1 right here at the 34. And they come out in the goal line, trying to gain this 1 yard. Go to the another running back right to the fullback, and that will be a first down. Move the chains. I mean, that right there was something that we could see out of most people. We know that a lot of people like to run those type of plays. That was great to see it out of Mississippi just to gain that 1 yard as they run the ball again all the way to the left. Gets stuck down to the and gets past to first down. Gain about 12 or 11 right there on that run. Great run from him right there. Running it to the right once again, cuts back in, trying to cut back out, breaks tackles. Only a gain of 6. Got it past the 50 right now.
Yeah, and I feel like just pretty conservative plays here for Hail State, just trying to see what he can get. The run has been really successful so far, so see him continue to go there.
Yeah, and but he grabs the ball again. I'm for sure that runner was down, so if he do want to challenge that to make sure the ball can go back, he can.
It's a booth review.
Yep. Runner was down. Now it's 3rd and 4.
Now what do you do here?
Yep. I mean, once again, it is another time that Florida can stop them and hold them to a punt to make sure they don't gain no points this time around. As they're coming out with 5 men on the defensive line. Gotta go easy.
He goes deep. No, he doesn't get it. He had the tight end on the left side. Didn't take a short route. He goes for it. Does not get it. Gonna go for it. I like this call. Getting aggressive here. Pablo was really successful moving down the field the first drive, and I like this idea to go for it here.
Yup, and once again, right out in that 5-man hit, and there you go, first down and more. Tried to break off that tackle, couldn't. Down to that 27, first down. Kevin out now. I mean, that was a good fourth down call right there. Making sure that you just get that and then just keep it moving from there. Once again, it's a run all the way to the left. He pushes it all the way out to the left, and that will only be a gain of 7 right there. That was really good.
Yeah, if you're Hillside, you get the mental reset for both parties.
Yeah.
Yes, you got the fourth down, but you didn't need to be a hero. Just get 4 yards, then get the reset. Now you're driving down the field.
Yup, and once again, what you just said, he did a fake jet pass, and that will be a first down, and that will also be the end of the first quarter. Once again, here we're going into the second with Florida being up 3-0, but Mississippi has a chance to either tie it or go up. As you see, South Carolina right now in the SEC already, they're up in the conference 2-0.
Yeah, a lot of users in the SEC.
Yep.
Big games later in the season with both of these teams playing. Tennessee, Georgia, Ole Miss. A lot of games will be settled in the second half of the season. But let's bring Mason in here. You've seen both teams kind of drive down the field. Hail State a little bit more successful than Pablo. What are you seeing so far?
Yeah, I mean, in these type of games, there's not very many explosive plays. That's exactly what you said. It's the most important. We see a big tackle for loss in the backfield by Banks right in there for Florida. But really just first downs, moving the ball, like you said, that's the most important thing. You know, there's not been very many explosive plays from either team. So it's really just a battle of the trenches, you know, making sure the offensive line isn't getting pushed back.
He's going to take off!
He's going to take off!
That's a dangerous play! Could have easily been a fumble there.
Yeah, resets back to the downs, and right here, another very important first down conversion for Hail State. I'll flip it, guys, back over to you.
Yep, and there we go once again, and that's Lee. Touchdown. Big touchdown from Mississippi State right there as they go up right here. Showing the strength. That offensive line right there just made a move. Go ahead.
You know, Hail State always says, I just scored 6 like a touchdown. Gets that done. But opportunity for Pablo. But I think there's a bigger opportunity if Hail State can get the ball back before the second quarter ends. Can double dip, right? And gets the ball back at halftime. Potentially get a stop. Get the ball back and then try and score twice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was wide open in the middle. Sadly, he didn't have enough speed for it, but at the 23, that was surprising right there.
Stadium Post a little bit down right now.
Yep. Ooh, good stop right there by the run. With second down and 11 at the 22, that was a good stop. We seen Mississippi run that ball a lot more than Florida, I believe, and they've been able to make it work, but they bounced it more to the outside than stay inside, and then the running back just had to do it.
Oh, but he doesn't catch it.
Yup. A good zig route right there, but just couldn't hang on to that ball. Now third down and 11. This is where you need a first down right here, out of the empty right here. And the QB needs that pocket presence as much as possible. You see that stadium post is going up. Where is he going to throw it? It's going to be over the middle. Bang it right there. Right at the 48, just before he got down to the 50. Fell down and caught that ball. Great job. That pocket presence you needed very much in this game, and that's what DJ just shown.
Yeah, I think that's kind of heartbreaking for Hail State. You get the first 2 downs.
Yeah.
And keeps them at a standstill, and then a big chunk play.
Yeah. Once again, another run, and he just got popped, making him fall down to second down and 7. As they audibling out of the play, they already. Whoa! What's his? Oh my lord! And Russell touchdown! Touchdown!
That
scored 6 like a touchdown.
I believe the Florida center has had a seizure on the field at the time of the snap. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Wow.
Have you ever?
Have you? Wow.
That is
I don't even know
crazy.
What to say.
Now,
have you ever seen that before?
I guess
This
you
is
don't know
a
what you got to.
What'd you say,
He
Caleb?
just said the line got to him.
this The Cowboys just got to him there, I
did
think.
not get to him.
Here we go. Once again, out after the fumble recovery, taken back for 6. We got Florida coming right back out at the 15. A bit less of what they had in that second drive, but
That's
not his
terrible.
third drive, you know. First down and 10. He got to try his hardest now. I mean, you just got to adapt to what just happened, and you just got to keep pushing right here. And steps up in the pocket.
I'm trying to slide.
Not a fumble. 20, down to the 27, first down. Let's see what they can do right here. They need to hurry up his ball as much as possible. They're going to run it. He's going to cut to the middle. He's fighting. He's fighting. Only getting 2 yards right there.
Yeah, I think if you're Pablo, I think you definitely try and take this down to the end of the second quarter, knowing Hail State gets the ball back. Try and make sure Hail State does not have any opportunity to get the ball back in the second and potentially extend this lead bigger than what it already is.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, since you said that, I mean, we already have and it's a wide open running back. There we go. Down to the 4, already right past, not right past, but got down just before he hit that 50, before he even crossed the field. So right here, first down, and he's going to run that ball wide open.
Hasn't
right
been
side,
as successful running the football compared to throwing it. Just some key takeaways just from the first half of this game. But if you're Pablo, you have to be thinking touchdown, right? You have to. I don't know if you'll go for 2 this early in the game, but you have to be thinking touchdown. Have to be thinking chunk plays to get down the field.
Yeah. Trying to make a move. Second down and 7 as he throws the ball away. Now third down and 7 now. That was a little bit of a play that Mississippi had locked down right there. That was a great defensive play by them. You ain't really see that many people open except for that possible corner route, but other than that, that was a good defensive play by them right there. 1 minute and 32 seconds left in the game as he throws it right a dot. Bang it right there once again. Down to the 28.
Another chunk play like we talked about. Pablo's been really successful with gaining yards 15 to 20 range so far in this game.
Yeah, and once again, he's running the ball right there. That's second down and 5. I mean, him running the ball, I can understand it a bit. You got to run down time, and you got to try to score a touchdown at the same time. It's a bit hard to do that, but once you start to really do that, I think you be able to do it more easier. The big boy for a pick. Wow.
Now if you're Hail State,
wow.
You can blow this game wide open. You score a touchdown here. You get the ball back at the start of the second half.
Eric Taylor with the pick, man.
That is a big man.
Wow, that was something right there. They're gonna give him some chocolate chip cookies for that pick. There we go. As we going now, go out for a screen, and Davis taking it down the field. He is fighting.
He's a lemon cake, you know. Lucia knows a lot about lemon cake, so.
Man.
Hail State too.
First down and 10. Man, what a day. 47 and his time is still ticking. Timeout by Mississippi. I mean, right now what Florida needs to do is what anybody want, you know, who is ever down by 11 needs to do is just make sure they play lockdown defense, and if you can get a turnover right here, that would be perfect for y'all. But Mississippi, you want to drive down here and get a dot. Bring a dot back. Bring a dot back down to the 25. Second quarter and 39 seconds left. What do you expect right now from Mississippi other than a touchdown?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think we can be a little bit more risky if you're Mississippi State, knowing you get the ball back. You want a touchdown here, right?
Yeah.
I feel like a touchdown, 3 is fine, and you're in range to take 3, but if you can get a touchdown here, up 18 with the ball, and then you score even a field goal, and it's a 3 touchdown game.
Yeah, and once again, running that ball Third down and 9 right here. So Florida, you have a chance right here to get that ball back right here. I mean, with third down and 9, anything can happen. You got that 5-man D-line right here. Here we go. At that 24, let's see what Mississippi can possibly do right here. Are they going to throw it to the running back? And that's going to be a stop, fourth down. And
does he call timeout?
Yeah. What is...
I don't think he will.
Ooh,
I think Hellstate's just going to bring this down.
He's going to kick a field goal, and then he's just going to third down. I mean, not third down, but score's going to go up 17-3. Been messing up a bit, but there we go. And it's a field goal, and it will be made. Second field goal of today for Mississippi. Great job right here. Is now they kick the ball off for only 2 more seconds left on the clock, but that's really nothing.
And I like that squib kick, just to let the final 2 seconds run out there.
Yeah. I mean,
but,
Masopes, what do you possibly see coming out of this game right here? Is now you've seen the whole first half, so what do you have your possible says on it?
Yeah, I mean, if you're Florida, you're still just not panicking, right? There's still a lot of game left to be played, a lot of offensive drives left. You know, you're probably going to get the ball back 4 times max. You want to go score on at least 3 of them. You know, that's what you're thinking about. That's what you have to do in this situation. If you're Mississippi State, you got really lucky. You got really lucky. I've never seen any kind of glitch like that in that game, but I mean, that's 7 points on the board. That is just that's just 7 more points as we see the quick out. I believe that's a late hit on the quarterback, maybe.
Holding.
So it's going to be holding.
Wow.
But yeah,
you know, bring it back.
Unfortunate spot the Gators were put in there, and you know it happens though.
Yeah.
Glitches in games happen like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but it gave Mississippi State an opportunity here, and you know I think as long as they don't win by 7, you know you can't pull that card. Oh, the glitch won the game for you. So
yeah.
Just keep playing your game, and you'll walk out of here with a win against the number 3 ranked user.
Yeah, and I completely understand that from your side 100%. Right there, as we see a Texas route that has been overthrown right there for a third down and 16. What Ms. Hope said, basically. You had that glitch happened in the second quarter. It's not, that has no effect to what happens in the third or fourth. So you just have to make sure that you can pick it up from where you left off, pick up the pieces, and another shot down the field.
Goodness.
Break off tackle. And that's one right there. You had them, and then you lost them.
And if you're Pablo, you 3rd and 16, you just didn't need a big play. You give up the big play.
And that's what you also didn't need right here, because you can possibly go down by 3 scores here also. Not by just a field goal, but break up the middle. First down from the running back, and just... This is what Florida do not need at all. They needed to stop him on that 3rd and 16. Now that momentum has shifted so much right there off of that. And as he throws the ball right there for a second down and 4, good catch by Kevin Coleman. And good land down, just make sure he doesn't get hit. Secure the ball, fall down, and keep moving. With 3 minutes left in the third quarter, you still have a chance. Still have 9 or so minutes left. He's going to roll!
Oh my God! Sorry, I thought that was a pick.
I thought that was a pick, but great job on the defensive side, because the QB messed up a bit by throwing that ball a bit behind the wide receiver. Great job on looking at that, and a one-on-one wide receiver versus cornerback route on a slant, and it just works out in the wide receiver's way. And that is the time that you need your best players, Florida, to step up and make the big play. And that is a false start right there from Mississippi, and I will move them back. First down and 15. There we go. Here we go. They line it up in a single back formation. And he's going to do a jet sweep right there, and he cut it off in another holding penalty.
This is going to be a touchdown.
And that will be a holding. Yeah.
That's a big play. Now, Pablo, if you're Pablo, you have to capitalize on that situation. It was a walk-in touchdown, gets brought back. 1st and 25. You want to keep him to 3 here.
Yep, you do. Even if you Yeah, like what you just said, Joker. You don't want to make sure he scores a touchdown because that largens up the lead, and then you just have to work more harder to like fight back into the game. But second down and 21, you just need to make sure you hold him right here to 3. If not, you can turn over the ball as much as possible if you want him to do that. But that tight end
He
is
doesn't
fighting
get a
and he's
stop!
crumbling. Oh wow, Florida's right now. That defense is starting to just break apart right there. Missed tackles just start to build, and that's what he just showed you right there. As they're lining up, 6 men on that line to block, and that's a touchdown by
Touchdown.
Pittman.
Helsey, you can say it for me.
And
If
that,
you want. Okay. There you go. Good job.
yeah, I mean, and I mean right there, 3-24. That's another drive that Mississippi had, and that's what they've been able to do a bit better than Florida. They've been able to make sure they control the clock, but also control how many plays they have in a single drive. For sure, the last drive that they had, or the last 2 drives that they had over 9 to 10 plays, to where it makes the defense and make that user think like, dang, when am I ever going to be able to stop him right here? Florida had a chance, multiple chances to stop him, and we've seen it multiple times happen, but it kept breaking down on that defensive side, especially to the top right. So he has to fix that next time around. But here we go. We have Florida right now out on that offensive side. He's going to throw it in route. That cornerback read it. Great job. Second down and 10 right there, making that tight end drop the ball. And you can see it here. Team offense, you can see that Mississippi has everything better than them right now. And it's just a struggle right now for Florida. Being 3-0 coming into this territory is just not a great one for them right now. Here we go as they step out the pass. He's going to throw it across the middle. What a pass. And down to the 45, first down and more. He's going to hurry up. He's going to tell his team, run back to that line. You need it as much as possible right here. 1 minute left in the third. Don't know where to go. Oh, man. That is what you do not need after gaining so many yards. You lose them all. Mississippi said, you can gain all them yards, but we just going to bring you right back to where you started. As the time is ticking down to the end of the third quarter. Throwing it. That's a dot. 3rd and 3. Gain the yards right back.
Gained all the yards back, but at the same time, just kind of lost out on probably, 10 to 15 seconds. If you can score before the end of this third quarter, obviously unlikely now, but right down the middle, a big play.
Yep, there we go. Good job right there. And we want to also add him soaps once again. I mean, you just seen what happened multiple times. Is now the end of the third, and coming into the fourth. Do you still believe that Florida has a chance at, coming back?
I mean, with that last score, you think that might be the dagger, especially with how quick these quarters can go sometimes. But, if you get a couple good stops on defense, you score 7 right here, you're only down by 21. It's 3 possessions. Maybe if you could force a turnover.
Oh, there's a that's probably to the house.
That's game.
That'll be the dagger there.
There's a spin move by Morant. And he's down to the 33, and that will probably be the dagger right there. That, man, just not seeing that safety cut back. That was a smart play by the safety. QB just didn't read it on time. Tried to throw that slant, didn't work. And now it's a jet sweep once again from Mississippi. Cut, and touchdown. McCollum, bring him back as he dances to the end zone. Wow. I mean, this game right here, he had a chance, game just slowly but surely just got away from him as they shoot the cannon. That is just slowly but surely started to fall away from Florida, and right here, that would have been the dagger right there with 5 minutes left in the fourth. And I mean, as we get the kickoff back off to Florida, I mean, what you can do right here, even though the game do seem out of reach, you can keep trying as much as possible. You able to now pick plays that you haven't picked, try to score a touchdown, see what new things that you can try out while you're down now and not when you're in a new game. Is DJ right now running out. He's going to run. He's going to run all the way down to the 38. First down, and that's another hurry-up play right there. Everybody's getting lined up, rushing. Hikes the ball, steps back, throws the ball away.
I think you just got to give credit where credit's due. This Mississippi State defense, 12th ranked team in the game, 3rd ranked user in our committee. Just got to give credit where credit is due here.
Yeah, and
oh wow, my God. He had a touchdown.
Wow, what a day! What a day! But I mean, once again, what you just said is in the defense. Right there, I can put that on the QB. He did roll out when it was unnecessary, but that was a good defense right there by him. And throwing it across the middle. 2 ankle breakers. Badger, can you take it? No, you can't all the way. Down to the 20. As they do another hurry up right here as...
Yeah, need big chunk plays. Need to get in the end zone. Got one in the end zone.
And couldn't do it. It was a 1v1 too. That safety was a bit late on that end cut by the wide receiver. Just once again what you just said, Joker. The defense right here is just it's been really great right here for the Mississippi State Bulldogs. He's wow. Another pick, and that's been the story right there. It's been either a pick or a fumble by Florida, and you really can't do anything as what you're doing right now. Can't really do that much as they come back out here. I'm for sure they're going to try to chew down the clock and go up to 3-1 as he's just going to run and makes it past the first down, almost to a touchdown. Almost broke
this might put Hail State ranked in the game. Just have to see beating the number 12 ranked team.
Trying to shoot that ball out, can't do it. 3 minutes left. Yeah, this game has been something. I mean, it was good at first. Here we go with another jet sweep, spin, couldn't do it. 3rd and 10. This game was something.
The road to the end of the season does not get any easier. Like I said, like we talked about earlier, playing Georgia, playing Tennessee, playing Ole Miss, all on the road, it doesn't get easier if you're Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Yeah, I'm for sure. When you're going up against Georgia, after what you just seen, what they did to Kentucky, just absolutely a dismantle. You can just only take bits and pieces of what Kentucky did in that game, which is basically out of the whole first quarter. You can take bits and pieces from that game and then also add it to yours and look and see what you can do better. As is a deep ball down the field, dropped and covered. Great job right there from that safety. And yeah, yes, like what I said, you can also take bits and pieces of what you've seen out of the Mississippi and Kentucky game from what Ghost was able to do earlier in the game to keep it close. But then also you can add what you did to Florida as a run to the first down by DJ as they hurry up the play. You can also add to your game plan and make sure you can at least keep it close or keep it competitive with that type of team. As
we'll bring Mason in for the final time. If you're Florida, you know their schedule is really difficult after this week. They play a lot of users. what do you have to say to the Gators to try and bounce back after losing more than 3 touchdowns in this game?
I mean, bad games happen. I think that's a lot of things that people, there's a misconception there. But there's plenty of one-loss teams out there that are really, really good. It's really hard to go 12 games in a college football season and be perfect. And your college football playoff hopes aren't over. There's a lot of things that you don't have to panic. It's a loss is a loss, and it stings, especially when it's from a guy like Hail State, somebody that's not your caliber player. You're better than him at the end of the day, and it just you just have to don't lose the chip on your shoulder because the season's not over.
Yeah. And Joker, can you possibly tell us the possible people that Florida plays coming up right now, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Right now. Okay.
After Mississippi State, they'll play Tennessee on the road. Then they'll play Ghost at home. They'll play Georgia on the road. They'll play Ole Miss at home, and then they'll play Florida State in their rivalry game on the road as their final game of the season.
Yeah, and I mean, right there with a pass, and he made it. Wow, 4th and 20. What a catch from him. That tight end has been really good today, but just not enough to bring his team back into the game. Yeah, you just explained how hard the season can get for some of these players. That is a touchdown for Badger. Now the score is going to be 10-31 if you do not miss this field goal. But yeah, what you just said about their possible schedule that's coming up here, you already have a bunch of users in this game that they do not like losing at all. So with you also going down 3-1, you still have some leverage to be able to make it to the CFP, but also it takes a lot to do that too. So,
and also to point out, they play Texas, who I believe is still in our top 10. That's an AI, and then they also play LSU. So
yeah,
2 AI teams that are within the top 15. It does not make it easy at all for Florida.
Yeah, and they will go with a just sweep by McCollum, and he's just gonna run out the time. But yeah, with Florida, you have a hard schedule coming up to you, so you have to make sure you limit your losses as much as possible. Like to this team, I don't think you should have wasted one of your losses on this, but it's not in your control to lose, and it's not in your control to win sometimes. It happens, like what Masob said. It stings. I mean, especially against your own friends. So, what more can you possibly say about that? Just know that you cannot lose as much going down into the season. Ooh, what a pass right there! He caught that ball. He was in. He was actually out.
Yeah, one thing we gotta give Hail State a little credit than what I believe you guys are giving him. Beating a top 3 user in the league, everyone kind of thought, Pablo would beat Hail State by 2 touchdowns, but give credit where credit is due. Yes, the fluky touchdown there, but he still outscored him by 14 points.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was saying earlier. I was kind of just giving Hail State some ear. That's what I was saying earlier. If you won more than a touchdown, you can solidly say I won this game, handedly. I didn't have to rely on that sort of thing to win this game. And it's all fun and games between us. I think Hail State is a very good user. He showed that today again. He dropped in the rankings, recently because of his loss, and he's definitely gonna be moving back up.
Really successful moving the ball, which is going to be interesting for the future users that Pablo has to play, and the also future users that Hail State has to play, knowing that he runs the ball really well, gains a lot of yards, and then if you're Pablo, for the users that play him, he's very vulnerable with the rushing game as well.
Yeah, and knowing now that people know that Florida has a possible chance of not being able to stop that run on multiple and consecutive, and that's
Hail State
another
going for
touchdown on
it.
the board.
Just putting a
Yeah,
stamp on this chapter.
yeah, just as you just seen that touchdown. But yeah, what you just said, Joker, with the where everybody's seeing now that Mississippi can run that ball pretty good. I'm sure everybody now is going to look at them and be like, okay, now we able to switch up our game plan on them, and it's not always passing the ball for them now. It's running that ball and slowly making that defense hurt. But for Florida, that's what they just showed you right here as they just couldn't stop the run at all, or just couldn't stop the big plays when they needed to. And as we got 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter, I'm for sure this will
Might see
be
one
an
play
issue.
here. Let's just try and stat pad, make sure the score doesn't look as bad as what it was. But
Yeah,
I think we just dive into it. This final play of the drive, 1-on-1,
and
and
that
that'll
is a
do it.
spot. Yep. What a
And
game out of these two.
yeah, GG to Hail State beating Pablo. But we're not going to waste too much time. I think we'll start with Pablo first. Obviously, you saw what happened. What do we have to do to make sure make sure this is the only type of game we have this season?
I have to start playing the game more. I have to get off the golf course.
Yeah, and I feel like that's why we're streaming at 11 o'clock at night.
That's true. That's why I need to get off the golf course. I need to get on the game more. And I need to learn how to play defense and figure out how to do that glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 3-1 to both users. Hail State, if you could just show us the box score, some of the stats on your end as well for the stream to see. We'll just go into you. Big win, obviously, a little bit more personal playing in real life friend. So just talk us through the win today.
Man, it's everything I got. We put down here in Starkville, we put our souls and our hearts into Bulldogs football. And it's moments like this that really make it worth it. Knocking off a number 2 team for the first time since that fabled day in 2014 against Auburn means a lot. A lot of people have been disrespecting. A lot of people have been running their mouths. The media, the polls, the voters. Oh, Mississippi State ain't this. Mississippi State ain't that. I think we came out here today and we proved it, beating their second or third ranked team by 28 points. It really just goes to show that we need to get some of those media guys out here down to Starkville so they can watch the Bulldogs football.
Yeah. Mason?
Yeah, I mean, just a passionate victory, I suppose. Just very a job well done. You controlled the line of scrimmage all day. I think that was the key to victory. The schemes that I was seeing with Florida too is just those aren't normally schemes that I've really ever seen somebody use, and I mean, they weren't working. Just to put it simply, and that's not trying to roast anybody or be mean or anything like that. That's just what I saw. And I'm glad that you're finding your identity in your team because you're definitely going to need one when you travel to Athens. So
Yeah. And then electric.
Yeah, man. I mean, this game was really good in the first 2 quarters and then just fell apart from Florida. But I mean, they both really got really tough roads in front of them, really tough users in front of them too. And I mean, all you can do is just say, move on to the next game.
Yeah.
So you really
And
can't do.
we'll go back to Hail State here. We talked about the schedules. We talked about the future, the road ahead for the Bulldogs and the Gators. Hail State, I asked you, after beating, I believe this is your first user win of the season. You play a few more users. I know Tennessee stands out. Georgia stands out as well. 4-0. What do we have to say to those coming up? You will have to go on the road and see how you'll do there.
Well, we're looking forward to next week. We got to go play Texas, which is a really good football team on the road, and iconic venue they got at DKR out there in Austin. But I'll put it this way: if you go ask Kirby Smart, you go ask Josh Heupel, you go ask Lane Kiffin, You go ask anybody left on our schedule who they want to play. We're going to be the last people they think of now. So watch out.
Yeah. Well, what's your final thoughts before we
I mean,
wrap things up here?
I mean, I just can't wait until what I'm hearing from.
Turn the lights off.
Is he fired up?
Yeah, I mean, I really don't know. I'm really happy for what I see. That I'm just really looking forward to what's going to happen out of these two. We got Georgia and Mississippi State already going at it, but I believe them two will also give us a good one too.
Yeah. And, well, I guess we'll
Yeah.
wrap things up here. Thank you all for doing the booth, and then, we'll see you guys for week 5. Already almost a third of through the season, and then we'll see who gets game of the week for week 5. So, we'll see you guys next time. I'm
Y'all
hoping
stay, y'all.
Hail State stopped the stream.
Yo, y'all need to stop